know that I love you. Don't you know? Hey, I love me some Luther Vandross. Hi, everyone. This is Vicky at VW Tax and Accounting Service. I wanted to check in with you because this is very exciting. In exactly 1 week, the IRS will begin to process tax returns. So there's a couple of things that I want to cover with you today. The first thing being, when is the IRS going to start processing tax returns, which is what I just mentioned. Why tax preparers and tax accountants request the W-2 in lieu of your paycheck stub. Third, I just wanted to let you all know that I do offer bank products. So I'll talk a little bit about that. Also, I want you all to go to my Facebook page or my Instagram page. I do have a new flyer that was designed, and I'll put all of the vendors that I used on the end of this video so that you all will have the information. And then I also want to talk about referral bonuses. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, as I said before, January the 27th officially starts filing season. So some of you may have already filed your tax returns, which is perfectly fine. You may have gotten advances on your refunds and that type of thing, and that's cool. Your tax preparers or your tax accountants have actually given you an advance based on your estimate. Now, they will still be able to process or file your tax return. They're just waiting on the IRS to open it up and start processing. So once that takes place, you will receive an email from your tax preparer or your accountant or from TurboTax, whoever you use, or TaxSlayer or TaxAct. I'm not partial to any of the programs. I think they're all fantastic. But you'll receive confirmation from the IRS saying that they have received and will begin to process your tax returns. You'll also receive, or you may only receive, the IRS has accepted your tax return or the IRS has rejected your tax return. If your tax return has been rejected, please contact me or whomever you may use to fix those errors immediately. Okay? It could be a simple fix. So just make sure sometimes the socials are wrong or the dates of birth are wrong. Now, let me mention this because this is very important. If you select the direct debit or the direct deposit option, you cannot, once we enter in the banking account and routing numbers, we cannot go in and edit those numbers. The numbers are the numbers. Now, what'll happen, hopefully, if it happens to anyone, it'll be rejected from that account because the account won't exist. And the bank will send it back to the IRS. At that point, the IRS would have to wait for everything to come back and get through processing, and then they'll cut you a check, okay? This can take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks from the time that your tax refund is issued. So let's pray that nobody is in that situation. Secondly, why the tax preparers or tax accountants request your W-2 in lieu of your paycheck stub. Now, I've gotten this question before. Your paycheck stub may not reflect the most accurate or up-to-date information. So, and just to give you an example, if the last pay period of the year falls on the last week in December and the first week in January, that means some of your wages and some of your federal and tax withholding, for those of you that may pay state taxes, will be on that last paycheck stub. And that is not accurate. Our job is to make sure that we file an accurate and a complete tax return. So this is one of the reasons why we ask that you wait for your W-2 to come in the mail before we process your tax return. Okay? I hope that makes sense for you. I do offer bank products. So I work with Santa Barbara Bank. This means that you don't have to pay your fee up front for my tax prep services. So if in the event you're running short on cash, you just say, hey, I need to pay something with this money, or I'd rather you take it out, I can definitely do that. So please don't let the fees up front or my pricing up front discourage you from coming to me. I do have another option for you. And again, I offer a bank product where we can take your fees out so you don't have to pay me anything up front. Okay. I also have prepaid Walmart debit cards for those of you who may not have a bank account or may not have a bank account that you want your refund to go to. Sometimes you may want to save your money or you just want to keep it separate, which is totally fine. So I have an option for you for that as well. Again, I have a Walmart prepaid card that you can use to have your refund go there. I also can advance you a check, or not advance, I'm sorry. I can issue you a check. So, and you can take that straight to Walmart. There's partnership with Walmart, and there's a flat fee for you to cash a check, so it won't cost you a small fortune to get your refund, okay? Now, if you choose to use the bank product, it is an additional $29.95, so just so you're aware of that, okay? Moving right along, I mentioned earlier about my updated flyer. I did have someone on Instagram that I located. They did a flyer for me, and it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. It's the blue code. She is fantastic. Her name is Brianna. Anyway, I'll be sure to include her name in that on the ending credits, along with my shirt. Shout out to all the small business owners and anything else, my hair or whatever. I'll be sure to give credit where credit is due. Anyway, my flyer, it has all my most up-to-date information. My phone number has been updated, just so you know. My address is the same. For my clients that came last year, I've only moved from downstairs to upstairs. So my suite has been updated to suite 205, okay? So when you come into my office or you come into the office building, walk up the stairs, and I'm on the second level, okay? All right. The flyer also reflects my up-to-date pricing. So my prices have increased, and that comes along with the territory. But just so you have an idea about what my tax prep services will cost you, along with anything else, that gives you an idea, okay? When you come in for a consultation, which I do offer free 15-minute consultations, we can talk about what you may need, and the prices may vary. But again, the flyer will give you a good starting point, okay? All right. Last but certainly not least, I do offer referral bonuses. So if you shared my flyer, whether you're a client or not, or whether you told someone about me because you're a friend or a family member, although you may not use my services, but if you use my services, that's fantastic too. I do offer a $25 referral bonus. Now, for new clients that you refer, not clients that keep coming back year after year, you don't continue to get paid on those, but for any new clients that you refer to me, I will send you some way, shape, or form a $25 referral bonus. Okay, so that's still on. I do appreciate you guys. I look forward to getting this Fallon season kicked off. Big ups to those that have shared my flyer. It was shared 38 times, which is amazing. So that's everybody's friends list times 38 times whoever they may have tagged in it. So I really appreciate the exposure. I thank you for just allowing me to thrive as a small Black business. I'm just super grateful, and I'm just so thankful for you all. So I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. You can contact me by way of Facebook, which is VW Tax and Accounting Service. I'm also on Instagram under VW Accounting Service, and on Twitter using the same handle. Okay? All right. Take care, you all. Have a good day.